forward to. I've been looking at his face throughout dinner and I'm really looking forward to this, Tony, I can see. I don't think we're short material really on Rory.
You're not big in the speech.
So I will pass the buck over to Tony and yeah, good luck, Rory.
It's all right. Who said that?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Like Rory, I'd just like to firstly say how beautiful the bridesmaids look today. Brightly outshone only by Ellie, who I think you'll all agree looks stunning. I'd like to start by saying what a genuine honour it is to be Rory's best man. I appreciate that I am just one of many equally suitable close friends that he could have chosen. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Tony, as I was introduced by Rob, so you probably do know me by now. But unlike many of the best men you've probably encountered over the years, who are either old school friends or childhood friends of the groom, Rory and I actually met only about 10 years ago when we worked for the same company. I met with Rory as part of my interview process, and when he realised that, like him, I supported Spurs, it was very easy to get his recommendation. Rory and I worked closely together and optimistically called ourselves the Dream Team. This was actually quite fitting, as Rory, being young and dumb, would go out clubbing during the week and then fall asleep during our supposedly important meetings with our prospects and customers. On the whole, he managed to get away with this, but unfortunately, at his next company, he was not so lucky. Rory was at a company conference where the highlight was a presentation by the CEO, who had flown in from the USA. Rory had been out partying heavily the night before and managed to fall asleep during the CEO's presentation. Rory was spotted by the CEO, who told Rory's boss to get Rory out of the meeting and to make sure he stayed in his hotel room until further notice. Needless to say, Rory's career did not progress very well at that company. And I would like to congratulate Rory on managing to stay awake during the service at the church. It's remarkable considering the number of beers he had last night. As I didn't know Rory while he was growing up, although a lot of people say he still hasn't grown up, I've had to do some research amongst his family and friends to find out about the young Rory. He was born on March the 1st, 1976, at St Peter's Hospital in Chertsey, and after doing some research, I learned a strange fact. It has become clear that my hands are shaking. It has become clear that Rory seems to have decided that he will become fans of any celebrities who share his birthday. For example, Roger Daltrey, the lead singer of one of his favourite bands, The Who, was born on March the 1st, 1944. Dirk Benedict, the actor who played Face in the 80s, one of his favourite TV shows, was born on March the 1st, 1945. And Nick Churchill, his favourite singer of all time, and whose posters he still has on his birthday, was born on the same day in 1958. Apart from looking at who else shared Rory's birthday, I also looked to see if any important historical events happened on that day. There weren't any. But to the staff at St Peter's Hospital in Chertsey, it'll always be known as Ugly Monday. Rory was such an ugly baby that his mum, Geraldine, only started getting morning sickness after he was born. Then, as Rory got older, he developed into the handsome man we see before us today. I turned to his family and friends to find out what he was like as he grew up. His sister, Lucy, was very helpful. You're worried to hear, Rory. However, what I can say is that she said that you were very talkative. You never stopped telling her to get out of my room, don't touch my stuff. You also played very well together. As long as it was football, actually Rory's choice, and as long as she would agree to be Peter Shilton to his Gary Lineker. Apparently his first big schoolboy crush was Debbie Gibson. But she was replaced by Nick Kershaw when he realised on August the 31st and not the required March the 1st. That brings us to Rory Firth, the adult. And unfortunately, all of the stories that I have from the last 10 years, I am unable to recount. They will either incriminate him, me, or both of us. So I'm going to move right along to when Rory and Ellie got together. They met 5 years ago in a very, very romantic location, Smoky Joe's nightclub. And for those of you who have never visited Smoky Joe's, it's a place that was renowned for being the hangout of drunken white boys and girls who wear white stilettos and are rumoured to be of easy virtue. They met on that fateful day. They make a great couple. We were delighted when Rory asked Ellie to marry him, and we were even more delighted and relieved when she said yes. My delight, though, was short-lived, as Rory then asked me to be his best man. And I started to think about the exact situation I now find myself in. As well as my duties today, I also have the responsibility of organising the stag weekend. Well, I should have done. I was very lucky because Rory works from home, which means he had time to do all the research and decided the location for the stag weekend would be that well-known party capital, Cowes, on the Isle of Wight. And he also found us a fantastic holiday house to stay in. Rory also kindly offered to write this speech for me, so if you think it's rubbish, you know who to blame. It has been a tradition amongst our group of friends that the stag has to wear an authentic ball and chain, which weighs about £5. Unfortunately for us though, Rory has been struggling with a bad back, for which he's been receiving physiotherapy and therefore was excused as inconvenience on medical grounds. In fact, he even brought a doctor's note to that effect. However, he didn't get off entirely scot-free, and I got him an embarrassing outfit to wear as a surprise. I decided to dress him up as Batman, as he's a big fan of the comics and films. He's not such a film of the 1970s TV series though, so of course I got him the outfit from that, which was like a pair of naff pyjamas with a cape. This idea backfired somewhat when I went to get changed to go out for the evening and realised that all of my clothes had been removed from my room and the only outfit available was a robin, which had been very kindly donated by another member of the stag party. So Batman and Robin went out to fight a crime fighting in Cowes. Now in April, Cowes is a fairly sedate place and we stood out like sore thumbs. When asked by locals why we were dressed up, the rest of the stag party took great delight in telling them that we were lovers and had just got married in a Batman and Robin themed civil ceremony. This brings me to the telegrams. I have a few messages that it's my duty to read out. So Rory, congratulations on your wedding day and for winning our Big Spend of the Month award. And that's from all the girls at the Honey Pot in Mayfair. Dear Rory, we could have been so good together. I will miss our nights on Hampstead Heath. Lots of love, George Michael. There's also one here from your doctor. He says, Rory, great news. The physio's worked and your back is now better. So feel free to wear the ball and chain. I'm pleased to tell you, Rory, that we've got the ball and chain today.
Oh no, it's gone.
Speaking of the ball and chain, but he doesn't need one, he's got Ellie now. Joking aside, I would just like to say what a fantastic couple Rory and Ellie are. Rory, you're a lucky groom. You've married Ellie, who's beautiful, smart, funny and caring. And she deserves a good husband. So thank God you married her before she found one. Seriously though, I feel very privileged to be Rory's best man, and I'm very grateful that we met 10 years ago. We've had some great nights out, and he's genuinely one of the most fun people I've ever met. He's always happy to give up his time to help his friends, and he's also very generous. apart from when it's his round at the bar. I asked our other friends what they thought about him, and they said he was loyal, faithful, and enthusiastic, which are all fantastic traits, but does make him sound like a Labrador puppy. You'll be pleased to hear that my speech is almost finished, so please make sure your glasses are charged. I've never seen Rory happier than since he's met Ellie, and I know they really are a perfect match. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glasses to my great friend and his beautiful new wife. The toast is the bride and groom. Bride and groom.
Daggers coming across, and Blakey said the thing about HPs, I was like, "Wait," and he looked at me, I was like, I thought I'd been shot by a sniper.
Shut up, mate. Do you want to take them off or not?
Ladies and gentlemen, the time on the speeches was 34 minutes 47 seconds, and I have great pleasure in announcing the wife of the best man.
Well spaced out, Blakey. Ladies and gents, if we could ask you to make your way through to the library for some coffee, for some of the wedding cake, through to the bar for a drink, we're going to sit in this room for the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you.